Danny Staten here on the Daily Dan blog. Oh, no, wrong. On the Danny Staten channel. What am I saying? Welcome to the show and grow, the growing show, whatever the hell. It's been a long day. I'm glad all y'all can make it. Uh, all one of you. Well, it's still early and everybody will be coming into the show. You know how it goes. And I'll need to turn the other camera down. Yeah, okay. There we go. I got it. That's the one I'm monitoring chat on. You heard. It's been a nice, quiet night here in South Carolina. I'm sitting back. I'm relaxing. I'm chilling. I'm about to get started. Today I'm going to be showing a classic old Ghostbusters TV show from 1975 here on the Show and Grow. Show and Grow? I should call it the Growing Show. I don't know. I'm going to change the name of this stream, believe that. Let's start things off with the music. Let's check out my friend, Warhorse, the Turkey Outlaw. Give people a chance to come in before we get things started. So we're going to start things off today with a little music. We're going to chill on out. And in a little bit, I'm going to show Ghostbusters from 1974, I believe. This is Pat McCormick. And I'm going to do a camera test with Pat McCormick. Let's see what I need to do different. Okay. Thank you, Pat McCormick from the Golden Ranger TV for providing the music for the Danny Staten channel and the Daily Dan blog. When I do 13 o'clock live on Saturday nights, you'll find a lot of Pat McCormick music. McCormick at the Golden Ranger TV. Providing the music for the Danny Staten channel and the Daily Dan blog. Be sure to check out Pat McCormick's channel, the Golden Ranger TV, if you like classic television. You know, the good stuff. You'll enjoy his videos. And I put the link in the chat. Be sure to check it out. And I know a lot of people will be catching this later on what my friend Dr. Wu calls the rewind, you know, when the show plays back later, because a lot of people don't stay up this late, especially not on the East Coast. So after a while, when the links show up in chat and you're watching this back, be sure to hit these links and be sure to join the channels that we talk about here today. Welcome, Corey's Comedy Channel. I love your channel. And you got some great stuff over there, buddy. I just found out today that a famous star, I don't know if y'all know who she is, a lady named Ruth Buzzy, is not in too great of health. But apparently she's doing great. There was a rumor going around earlier today that she passed away, and it had me kind of buzzing. I was talking to my good friend Dave Sunstorm, and he informed me that the rumor was not true, that Ruth Buzzy is still alive, and I think she's 86 years old. But if you don't remember Ruth Buzzy, she played with Jim Nabors on a TV show called The Lost Saucer. And before we get to the main feature, since we got time tonight to chill, I'm going to throw Dave Sunstorm out here, telling you all about The Lost Saucer, while you drop your links and connect in the chat. Feel free. Don't you just love commercials? I love commercials. They're so cool.
I'd say they got their money's worth. You know, I can't. The Lost Saucer is often referred to as a forgotten Croft classic. It's the show that doesn't seem to get mentioned all that often when people talk about the Sid and Marty Krofft catalog of programs, most of which aired on Saturday mornings during the 70s. It's a show that I, however, remember very well. In fact, I still remember the evening sneak peek that was broadcast the evening before all of ABC's great new kids shows would premiere. ABC and the other networks did this type of show every fall to build up excitement about their new Saturday morning lineups, and it certainly worked with me. In fact, way back then, those Friday evening sneak peeks were almost as awesome as Christmas Eve. As I look back at ABC's 1975 lineup now, there are a lot of hits and misses. Well, I guess more hits than misses. The only show that I absolutely do not remember is Uncle Croc's Block. Is that Charles Nelson Riley there? Anyway, I'm drawing a blank on that one. Once I got over the absence of Super Friends from ABC's lineup, which would eventually reappear a few months later, I have to say that my favorite of all the new shows was definitely The Lost Saucer. Like all of the Krofft shows from that time period, the show had an absolutely amazing theme song. I have no idea who sang it, but it was really phenomenal. Like any good theme song does, it told the story of what happened. Of Fi and Fum, played by Ruth Buzzy and Jim Nabors respectively. Two time-traveling robots who land in 1975, and just because they're friendly time-traveling robots, they invite young Jerry and his babysitter Alice to come inside for a tour of their fancy spacecraft. However, once the police and fire departments, as well as a large crowd, begins to gather outside of the craft, they panic, and in a haste take off with Jerry and Alice still on board. Back in 1975, I didn't think much about this, but this show was way more star-powered than most of the Krofft shows, or any other kids show of the era for that matter. Jim Nabors, of course, was well known for his role of Gomer Pyle on both The Andy Griffith Show and Gomer Pyle USMC. He had also hosted his own variety show and was a frequent guest star on The Carol Burnett Show. I have no clue what was going on with Nabors' career that led him to take the role of Thumb on The Lost Saucer. Maybe the primetime offers had dried up, I'm not sure. But whatever the reasons, I'm grateful that he didn't feel that he was above starring in a children's program. Who knows? Maybe the Kroffts decided to spend a little more money on the talent than they typically did. They were still riding high on their success of Land of the Lost on a competing network. Maybe, just maybe, the Kroffts made an offer that Nabors couldn't refuse. That would also explain why Ruth Buzzy accepted the role of Fi. Buzzy, of course, found fame in the late 60s on Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In. Here she is with Artie Johnson. All right, let's get back to the actual show. Like many Croft shows, it feels like they made more episodes than they actually did. Just a single season is all we got. 16 episodes in all. But during those episodes, we actually got some pretty decent ideas explored. Now, don't get me wrong, they weren't always explored well, but the show wasn't afraid to, as Wikipedia states, make social commentaries where dealing with extremes such as a world where names and faces were replaced with numbers, or another episode where machines were outlawed due to a global energy shortage, or another episode where the world's population had grown lazy and obese because robots did all the work. The show also gave Buzzy and Neighbors an opportunity to do things they loved. Jim Neighbors got to sing on more than one occasion, and Ruth was able to reprise one of her characters from Laugh-In, which in The Lost Saucer turned out to be one of her creators from the future. And like other Croft shows, there's a familiar trope at play here. Someone is swept away from their home, and despite efforts to find their way back, they are never successful. Sadly, Jerry and Alice never do make it back home, or even change their clothes for that matter. By the way, the thing behind Jerry there, I apologize for the fuzziness of this picture, but it's a dorse. Yep, half dog and half horse. A dorse, of course. So I mentioned earlier that it felt like there were way more than 16 episodes of this show, and that is most likely because the Croft brothers were masters of leftover TV. What I mean by that is they seem to find a way to reuse their shows over and over. So the following year, the Croft Super Show with Captain Cool and the Kongs premiered. Guess what? The Lost Saucer was part of that show's lineup. And then over the course of the next 7 years, you could find episodes of The Lost Saucer on the Croft Superstars syndicated program that aired in the afternoons daily on many UHF TV stations. 16 episodes.
Oh my God, really?
Over and over for an entire decade. Whatever the Croft brothers paid Neighbors and Buzzy for their efforts, I'd say they got their money's worth. You know, I can't in good conscience make a video about the Lost Saucer and not say something about babysitter Alice. She is, without doubt, the world's worst babysitter. Let's think about this. Flying saucer lands somewhere near the home of the child that you are supposed to be watching, keeping an eye on. It's not like he runs away from you and into the flying saucer. No, he stays right with you, and these two goofy robots are beckoning you to come inside. Any good babysitter knows that this is probably not the best of ideas. Come to think of it, back when I was a kid, I had some pretty bad babysitters, and I'm guessing that 100% of them would have probably stopped and said something like, maybe we shouldn't go into that spacecraft. During the height of the popularity of the VHS tape format, remember those? Rhino Music, of all things, released 2 episodes as part of their World of Sid and Marty Krofft series. At this point, the tape itself is a collector's item, and you'd likely pay a pretty penny for a copy. But the nice thing is that you don't have to. Many of the episodes are right here on YouTube for your viewing pleasure. Simply type in The Lost Saucer in the search box, and hours of intergalactic zaniness are yours for the taking. Speaking of YouTube, if I can point you to another video of mine, it would be this one. Jim Neighbors was really one heck of a guy. This video will help you understand why I say that. Alright, one more picture. Again, let's go with the world's worst babysitter, Alice. Alice, sweet Alice. What in the world were you thinking? Okay, now it's your turn. Were you a fan of The Lost Saucer? Leave your memories in the comments section below, and if you enjoyed the video, please click on the like button and share with your friends and family on Facebook and Twitter. While you're at it, why not subscribe to my little channel? I talk about music, movies, and television, mostly from the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Thank you, Dave Sunstorm.
Good stuff.
And he does the good stuff. And you'll find his link in the chat. He's the leader of our little good stuff community, which is featured on my channel, Daily Dan's The Good Stuff. It actually takes its name from Dave's channel. Everybody out there, be sure if you're in the chat and you've got one of these little blue wrenches, drop your link. And if one of your friends comes in and they hadn't got the wrench, drop the link for them. Help them out. We're here to show and grow and help all the channels become a big community of happy people. If you join me on Saturday nights, I do some paranormal stuff like Bigfoot, Dogman, UFOs. I think you'll like that show a lot. That's on the Daily Dan blog. Maybe somebody will drop that link in the chat. I will later if nobody else does. And we're going to get started now. And I'm going to pull up the feature presentation. The Ghostbusters. I love the Ghostbusters. And they're going to be fighting some, of course, vampires.
I've been telling you for years, you're past your prime, you old bat.
Remember who you are speaking to, my dear. The one and only Count Dracula.
Put down your arms and stop making a fool of yourself. You look like a wrinkled kite. Oh, why? Why didn't I marry Vladimir or Ladislav? They were great vampires.
But you mustn't miss, I was a bad filmmaker.
Come, we shall settle into that old castle until we are able to stake a claim on an unsuspecting donor.
Do not say steak!
Come. Come along, you old fool.
I cannot! My fangs are stuck on the tree!
Your bite is very strong. Perhaps there's some life left in your fangs after all.
You can say that again.
We're the Ghostbusters.
I'm Spencer. He's Tracy.
I'm Paul. We're the Ghostbusters. We're clever, courageous, and strong. The street has been haunted with whispers and ramblings. Your blood has been curdled. We know what to do. Your skin has the creepies. I wonder what's happening. You're safe in our hands. We will take care of you. The Ghostbusters. Spirits and demons beware. The Ghostbusters. Wherever you're hiding out there.
Greetings, AAP in the house.
We're fearless and never afraid. We're always prepared. We're right there with every the sun of the job. Struggles to fade. The Ghostbusters do it again.
You guys be sure to drop your link in the chat, AAP, because we're here to grow.
I do everything fast. Marathon John, you can't eat a marathon candy bar fast.
And-
Quick Claude.
And while this commercial's on, let me tell everybody in the chat that if you really want to grow your channel, hit that link for AAP Variety Channel, because that's the way you truly grow your channel.
Quick Claude marathon lasts a good long time.
Oh, we've gone bananas for Big Banana in crayon. You'll learn to write a lot of ways. Oh, we've gone bananas for Big Banana in crayon. The colors are so bright and gay.
Hit that link and subscribe to AAP right now. It'll be the best move you probably ever made. Join them on the live chat, and I guarantee your channels will grow. My channel, The Daily Beast, less than a month and a week old, is already over 100 subscribers thanks to AAP Variety Channel.
Here's Gold Medal Barbie on
I'm sorry about the commercials, but I think it's kind of cool watching old commercials from the 70s. And they're in the show. This is just the way it aired. It's a VHS copy.
To the lodge for ski party fun at the Olympic Ski Village, authorized by the U.S. Olympic Committee. Barbie's Olympic Ski Village comes with everything you see here. Gold medal Barbie dolls sold separately, new from Mattel.
If you really want to do me a favor, share this out on your community tab, AAP.
Fresh play. It's even prettier then. O is for the one that satisfies you. L is for the light that you've been seeing. A is for the anything it goes with. And when you put it all together, it's Uncola. And that's 7-Up. Everybody knows.
See stars shine on CBS Saturday. See Pebbles, Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner, Scooby-Doo, Shazam and Isis, Space Nuts, Ghostbusters, Valley of the Dinosaurs, Fat Albert, the Children's Film Festival.
Hey, Corey, I'm glad you feel that way about commercials. What do you see what I'm going to play next? I will return that favor, AAP, I promise.
Now remember, Trace, you bring it up from the diaphragm, up into the chest cavity, see? Loose here in the throat, and then right out to the mouth, and project. Now let me hear it. No. You're fighting. Now, stay loose. Remember, from the diaphragm, chest cavity, throat, broaden the throat. Let me hear that. Now. Ready, go. Now remember, from the diaphragm, the chest, stand tall, get a good breath of air, say fill up your lungs, and out through the throat, and now project. Chest, stop.
What are you two doing?
Oh, hi, Kong. I'm teaching Tracy here how to talk.
Oh. Well, I'm glad you're not teaching him how to think. I wouldn't want to see him set back that far.
Oh, yeah? All right. Let's show him, Trace. It's on top of the building, and it's called a roof. You remember the moon landing? This is more important. Who is the greatest baseball player of all time? Roof.
Wait, are you trying to make me believe that he's saying Babe Ruth?
You were supposed to say DiMaggio.
Will you two clowns get out of here and go get our next ghost-busting assignment?
You will never be a Howard Cosell.
Don't you love that car? I think that car is so cool.
I don't know why I was trying to teach you to talk anyway. If you ended up talking the way you drive, nobody'd be able to understand you. Are you trying to tell me you can drive this thing blindfolded? This I gotta see. I gotta hand it to you, I never thought you could do it. Get the message. Start the message.
Zero, Ghostbusters. Listen carefully. Your next assignment involves the ghosts of Count and Countess Dracula. They have come back once again in their quest for a fountain of youth. Be careful, Ghostbusters. Oh, yes. This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Wow, you should have seen that thing. It took off like a rocket. Too bad you were wearing the blindfold. It was really something to see. Get it.
Yeah, I try not to blab off too much during the show.
I don't know why I ever got married. I spent half my life making beds.
I must remember to get my radar fixed.
are supposed to use your super sensitive hearing to hear objects in your path. Huh? I wonder if Vladimir and Ladislav are still available. Come, let us get some rest until it is time to find a donor. What is the matter now?
I cannot sleep. I'm afraid of the light. Tell me a bedtime story to comfort me.
Once upon a time, there was a hideous monster with beady green eyes and large crooked teeth and a wart at the tip of his nose, and he lived in a decrepit shack by the edge of a heavily polluted river. Poor darling, he must be tired. He usually doesn't fall asleep until the part where the monster defeats King Arthur and rescues the wicked witch.
Go fish. Trace, I don't know where you keep coming up with those great hands. Spence, will you look at the filing cabinet and see what we got on vampires and bats?
Right, Conrad. Vampires and bats. Thanks, Trace. Hey, what do you know about that? A baseball bat.
It makes this show better anyway.
File, please.
Oh, I said that out loud. Oops.
Oh, sometimes I tell you now here we are. It says the only thing that a vampire is afraid of is a silver bullet or a wooden stake. Yeah.
Not that kind of stake, a wooden stake.
What's the matter?
It is a wooden stake. I got a splinter in my finger. There.
We'll get you to a doctor later. Now, it goes on to say here that the victim of a vampire's bite becomes a vampire himself. And the only way to reverse the effect is with another bite.
11:33. Where is that old fool? Where have you been?
I went to the dentist to have my fangs checked. How's the look?
Fool! Now he will spread the word a vampire is on the loose.
Do not be concerned. I assured him I was a walrus.
Come, it is getting late. We must look for a donor.
Be sure, I will find one.
Must find a dupe and trick him into coming to the castle. Remember?
Of course, Ariella. My fangs and my reflexes might be getting old, but my
Memory?
memory is sharp as ever. Go, go! My fangs! My fangs!
to turn myself back into a bed.
What's the matter? That splinter bothering you?
No, Tracy's driving is.
Oh, it ain't that bad. Maybe a little music will take your mind off of it, huh?
And in the social news of the day, the city is playing host to the Count and Countess of Luxembourg, who are here on a state visit. Now we return to the music portion of our program.
The Count and Countess of Luxembourg. Too bad it ain't only them we have to worry about.
Yeah, well, it ain't. Trace, head for the cemetery.
What was that?
A hummingbird.
I'll buy that.
Greetings, Iron Dogger.
I was fine to do. Oh, Trace, we've lost calm. You look from over there, and I'll look from around here.
If you bite many more trees, you'll turn into a woodpecker instead of a bat. Come, they're headed toward the castle. We must beat them there. The shortcut.
There it is. Well, maybe it's the wrong castle.
It's the only castle. If the racketeers aren't staying there, squirrels don't like acorns. Will you cut that out and stop clowning around? Now let's go.
That's them?
Now wait. That could be the Count and Countess of Luxembourg. We've got to find out.
But how?
Well, if somebody from their embassy were to call on them to welcome them, I mean...
Somebody from their embassy would have an accent.
Yes. Well, it's a shame that one of us doesn't have an accent.
Absolutely capital idea, what? That should solve our little problem. I once saw Basil Raspberry Pin.
Just go take care.
How do you do? Could you tell me the Count and Countess of Luxembourg are at home? All right.
Won't you come in?
Thank you, I'm sure.
First, the West's worst bank robbers blew into town.
Theater.
Hi, Frank.
Then they blew it up. In Walt Disney Productions' new screen comedy, The Apple Dumpling Gang. See Tim Conway and Don Knotts in The Apple Dumpling Gang. Rated G.
Wonder if I could get away with showing that movie one night. I don't know.
3 stories tall, 6 rooms and a see-through elevator you make go up and down. Put it together and pretend Barbie's Sweet 16 doll gets dressed in the bedroom. Pops down to the kitchen to check on dinner. Then waits for her guests on the patio. So many ways to play.
This elevator sure goes in handy.
Barbie's townhouse, 6 rooms and the furniture you see here. Barbie's Sweet 16 sold separately from Mattel.
Ready? Set?
Here's Prop Shot from Marx. Aim for the sky. The harder you pull, the farther you fly.
I win! I won! Hey, Jeffy, come here! Okay!
Prop Shot is tough, with a rugged propeller.
Who won? Right.
Prop Shot. There are 6 different models, each sold securely with or without the launcher from Marks.
Acne, what can I do?
Here, baby brother.
Dry and Clear Cleanser?
Sure. New Dry and Clear Cleanser removes harmful acne oil fast. Kills 45% more acne germs than Clearasil Cleanser.
Lab tests show Dry and Clear Cleanser kills more acne germs, removes acne oil fast.
My skin looks and feels clean. Thanks, big sister.
New Dry and Clear Cleanser removes harmful acne oil fast and kills 45% more acne germs. Dry and Clear Cleanser for clean, healthy-looking skin.
I noticed you've unpacked your trunks.
I beg your pardon. Did your voice change?
Yes, when I was about 14.
You're right. He is an absolute beaut.
Let's get down with our business.
Yes, right. Be subtle.
Things have not been going well for me lately.
Aww.
Could I put the wife on you for $10?
You've got an honest face. Sure.
Good. Here's the $10. Listen, Spence has been in there an awful long time. We better go in there and check and see if he's okay. Huh? Stand back. Hey, you're all right, huh? I guess that really is the Count of Countess of Luxembourg. Right. Well, we ought to go pay our respects.
Oh, you noticed the bandage was missing, huh? The Countess removed the splinter. With her teeth.
Well, it's a great pleasure to meet real royalty, I assure you. Now, what kind of a way is that to interrupt me when I'm talking to royalty? Where are your manners? Oh, well, now that's better. You are cordially invited to attend the presence of Mr. Edward Spencer, vampire. You mean Esquire, not vampire.
Boy, for some reason I've got a real big thirst. Oh, soda pop.
Let me see that can. Look at that. Two perfect holes. Now, how did you do that?
It was easy. Wasn't it?
Why, you think they were vampires? Get that ghostly materializer out of here. Will you get that ghostly materializer out of there? Yes. We got him now, Spence. We got him. Turn it on.
What do you mean we, flat tooth? A wooden stake!
That's not a wooden stake.
Daddy's little baby oopsie. Oh, there it is. I'll have that out in a second. Oh.
Welcome back, Flat Tooth. Hey.
And I almost did by a neck.
I'll tell you one thing. I had enough vampires to last me for a long time. Where's Spence? Oh, went downstairs to the store? Yeah. Come in.
Permit me to introduce myself. I am Picard.
Now, what's with them? I just wanted to show them the neat teeth I'd found in a box of popcorn.
I hope y'all enjoyed that. I really do. And forgive the way I have to do this. Once again, let me apologize. I'm doing phone to phone instead of camera to camera. And as soon as I can get a hold of one, I'm planning on getting a really cool laptop so I can do a really cool professional show like the guys over at AAP Variety Channel, the proper way to grow your channel. And like my friend My Flock does a wonderful show. I really need to get me one of them laptops so I can do more of a professional show. I feel like I'm doing like the hillbilly version of a show when I do it this way. But everybody's got to start somewhere, and this is just the beginning. This is only like my second one of these little shows. I did a few on the Duddy Dan blog where I do 13 o'clock live, and that's a total different thing than this. It's really serious Bigfoot kind of stuff and UFO kind of stuff, and maybe a Dogman once in a while kind of stuff, you know, cryptids and paranormal stuff over there. But over here, I like to keep it light. I show some fun stuff. Last week, I showed Bigfoot and Wild Boy meeting some vampires, so I thought it'd be cool this week if I had the Ghostbusters meeting some vampires. And these are all classic shows from the 70s. I love the 70s stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm going to key up something right now while everybody shows and grows, and be sure to drop your link in the chat, and that way people can find you if they're not modded up. Because not everybody's a mod. I can't do everybody, but I try to do most of the people that I really associate with on YouTube and I know have real channels and want to grow their stuff. So I try to give you that mod so you can drop your link in the chat. Welcome Iron Dogger, my real good friend from Alaska. I dropped your tubers and cheapers link in earlier for that 420 hangout you do. But you really should drop your Iron Dogger channel because she has Bigfoot in Alaska and does some other stuff that's really cool. So be sure to check her out. And I'm going to key up something really cool from 1974. The NBC Review, where they were premiering the new Saturday morning shows. And this keys into my good friend Dave Sunstorm tomorrow night on his channel. My good friend Dave Sunstorm, our Good Stuff community leader, you'll find his link in the chat. We'll be talking about cartoons from the classic era, you know, the 70s. And I think everybody should come over to Dave Sunstorm's channel and be sure to check that out. So I guess I'll give you a little preview of some of the stuff you'll probably see on Dave's channel. If you're young, I'm going to show you stuff you might not never have seen before. You're really going to enjoy this. And if you're older like me and some of my friends in chat, it's going to bring back some golden memories to our childhood. And that's always cool. So be sure to check out this and let me know what you think in the comments below if you're watching later, and in the chat if you're watching now. And as I smoke it up, I will try not to cough my ass off and ruin it for you. But I'm going to smoke it up real good. Yeah, I'm going to bust out a bowl in 420.
The host of our show, Jimmy Osmond.
It's our Saturday celebration, we can tell you without a doubt. Soon you'll see by our presentation what the shouting is all about. I have the pleasure of bringing to you people you're gonna dig the most. Lucky me, I'm the fellow who you have selected to be your host. There's a lot of anticipation, entertainment is out of sight at our
City Park doing a Libby's commercial.
You will like it, like it, like it.
Oh, we like lemon juice because everybody gets a can. You will like it, like it, like it. On the table, table, table. Libby's apricot nectar is my favorite.
Louder, Tommy.
I drink Libby's all the time.
On the table. What is it?
It's that Libby's on the label, label, label. Ta-da!
In an old frail town, there was a gang of dirty guys they called the Bathtub Ring. Their boss was Dirty Bert. He'd plaster kids with dirt. He was having a real wild fling. Mr. Bubble called him out. Dirty Bert wheeled about and saw our hero swing. He got Bert roped and tied. He scrubbed Bert's dirty hide. And he cleaned up the bathtub ring. Take a bath with
Oh, my
Mr. Bubble
God.
and give Dirty Bert a lot of trouble.
Ooh, Dirty Bird. That's funny.
And now, on with the show. And to begin with, I'd like to introduce...
It's our Saturday celebration.
Excuse me. Hey. Who are you?
I'm the NBC Peacock. Hi, out there in television land.
Oh, come on. You're not the NBC Peacock.
You're right. I'm not. But I ought to be. Hey, look at everybody out there. Hiya, kids. There's Puffin Stuff and Dr. Blinky. Hiya, Blinky. You're looking great. Who does your feathers?
Sorry, Petey, but I'm here to introduce all the exciting new programs on NBC. Just wait till you see them.
What's so exciting?
Are you kidding? They even have dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs? Say, I've got a girlfriend that's a dinosaur, and we've got a fantastic app.
You have?
Should I bring her out? Should I?
Oh, sorry, Petey. That's Mr. TV calling me. That's the signal that we're about to see the first of NBC's great new Saturday morning shows. Hi, Mr. TV. Stand back, everybody. Here comes Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch.
Really? Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch? Show us.
I hated this cartoon. I really did.
Hey, it's Wheelie's back. I told you. Gang your gaskets.
Where are we going, Chopper?
To make sure Wheelie doesn't get any rest.
Stupid ass talking motorcycles and shit. Oh my God.
If this doesn't wake Wheelie up, nothing will.
Damn, he sleeps like I do.
I'll fix him a nice soft landing. Now for the cover-up. Let's hide. They'll be along any minute now.
Oh, Wheelie.
You'll never be one of the Chopper Bunch. Never.
Now on with our remix show. Let me introduce my next fantastic, sensational act. And here it is, right here on this very stage tonight. Petey the Peacock and Friend.
No, Petey, not now.
Let's hear it, folks. Come on out there, Dinah. Come on. Her name is Dinah. Get it? Dinosaur. Little post humor, folks.
No, Petey, not now. You were kidding, but you taught me one thing about being a host. Look who's sitting out there in the audience.
Who?
It's the star of Run, Joe, Run, another great NBC show. It's Joe himself.
Hey, that was a cool show now.
I love to meet stars. Can you get him up here, Jimmy? Huh?
I'll try. Here, Joe. Come on, boy.
How about that? He's coming up here. Oh, wow. I'm gonna meet a star. Buster says he's dangerous.
That's why I'm after him, Sheriff. To prove he's not that kind of a dog.
Maybe too late. Jasper will bring him in. No guarantee what condition. I got you now.
Are you crazy? I could have got that dog.
He just happens to be my dog, mister. And I could have got him. So hands off.
Forget it, Jasper.
I don't care about the money no more. Now I want him.
Yes, but I'm afraid.
He'll be all right, man. He'll be all right.
That wanted poster says to try to bring him in alive.
I'm only saying if it gets to be that dog or me, I got no early funeral plan.
Wow, was that exciting? More. Let's see more.
It was really neat, but you're gonna have to wait till tomorrow morning. Then you can see it all.
Okay, then on with the show. And now, folks, for our first number, Dinah and I would like to...
No, Petey, not now.
Believe me, kid, you need me. Let's bring out my partner with a big hand.
He really is a nice bird, but he does get carried away. And now, on with the show. Hit it, Maestro. What are you doing tonight? Got no place to go. Gotta get out of the city. Why don't you come along with me? Mighty fine out tonight. Get your girl and hold her tight. We can take it nice and easy. You know it won't be long till we'll be down by the lazy river. Come as you please. Down by the lazy river. One big family. If you're all alone, you won't be long. Bring your guitar and sing your song. Down by the lazy river. Everybody follow me. Better make up your mind. It's so on the road. We're gonna have a party. Come along, you be sorry, sorry. You know there's plenty of room. Come on, sing a boom, boom, boom. You can get nice and cozy. Why don't you come along and mosey?
McDonald's Big Mac. 7 great ingredients working in harmony to make one great taste.
Really?
Then cheese. Special sauce. Pickles. 2 all-beef patties. Onions. All on a toasted sesame seed bun. It's a symphony of flavor.
Yeah, but let me point out, you really shouldn't eat at McDonald's. It is really bad for you.
Yeah, but is it too much mint for a gum?
Lifesavers spearmint.
Is it too much mint for a guy?
Cool. Try this, Bill.
Lifesavers spearmint. Is it too much mint for a gum?
That is cool. But you left out the hole.
But it is cool. Is it too much mint for a gum?
How do you like it so far?
Well, how do you like it so far? Let me know in the comments.
Great. And now I'm...
Now, can I do my number now, Jimmy? Can I please? A peacock and a dinosaur dancing has got to stop the show. Can I please, huh? Pretty please?
Okay, Petey, I give up. You're on.
I am. Yippee, my big chance. Hit it, maestro. She's sweet. I see you walking on down the street. Well, she's a dinosaur who's so amphibious. Ain't she sweet? Ain't he nice? He's a peacock from paradise. Looking jazzy as he threw the scissors. Oh, ain't he nice? Just cast an eye. I mean, her direction. Her reptile smile. Her sheer perfection. Just like a dinosaur, she is so neat. With a prehistorical beat. From zero, we're a pair of beauties. Oh, ain't she sweet? I'm filled with pride. Can anybody smile to me? Stay by my side. And more than happy I'll be. Just walking on down the street. Arm in arm, we are charming characters. Ain't he? Ain't she? Ain't we sweet? NBC Peacock, eat your heart out. How about that? Wasn't she something?
Dinah was sure cute.
Yeah, what a figure. Wow.
But that wasn't the kind of dinosaur I was talking about. Hold on to your feathers, Petey, because here comes one of Saturday morning's most exciting new shows, Land of the Lost.
Show me, show me.
Now, this was my show. I love this stuff.
A world stopped in time, and the Marshall family struggles to survive.
I keep on wishing this was a dream.
If there's a way in here, there's got to be a way out of here.
Someone's fallen. He's hurt himself.
Come on, easy. Okay, I got it. Come on, hurry. Will? Holly.
Hurry! Hey! Chaka!
Chaka! Hey, look. Humans.
Paku!
Well, he's not a caveman at all. He's a Paku. Whatever that is.
He can learn. Can we keep him?
No, Holly. People don't own other people.
Dad!
Well, that was Land of the Lost. How did you like it, Petey? Petey? What are you doing down there? Oh, come on. You're not that scared.
No. I guess I just got carried away.
Do you know who you're sitting on? It's Johnny Whitaker.
Johnny Whittaker? You mean the star of Sigmund and the Sea Monsters?
Come on up, Johnny.
Yeah, I bet that's better than the crap I'm smoking.
Where is this show to, you know?
Can't wait till tomorrow. Yeah.
Why don't you introduce us?
Yeah, what are you? Unfair to sea monsters?
Oh, gee, I'm sorry, Johnny. I tried to stop them.
That's okay, Sigmund. Jimmy, meet the Oozes.
Hi, ladies and
Well, you've got your family. I've got mine. Just call us the Oozmen.
Yeah! And if you think that overstuffed pigeon and that overgrown lizard were good, wait till you see the oozes get it on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Whitaker and the Ooze family.
By the sea, by the beautiful sea, I met Sigmund Ooze and his boy. Slurp and Slurp are the two bad boys who make all that noise when they're tripping over one another.
Dad, hero dad, will you tell everyone I am Sigmund, I'm Sigmund, your favorite son? Quiet, you dingbat.
But it's gonna be with the Ooze family. Beside the seas, by the sea.
I know. Some people got a strange idea of entertainment.
Hurry, hurry, hurry! Now step this way, I say. Your attention, please. Attention, it's a special circus day. Corianna, Lady Snake, can tie herself a devil. But when she hears the charmer's flute, she wiggles out of trouble.
That is so cool.
And there's more! Are Alex's legs really hollow as far as anyone knows? His sword he seems to swallow goes right down to his toes. As a special added attraction, a preview we're about to see, new action, new excitement, new faces, every Saturday on NBC. Get yourself set for the first one. You'll see there's a lot in store when you watch these scenes from the new exciting Emergency Plus 4.
Johnny, you okay? Yeah. I'll need a snug stretcher for this one.
You gotta help me. My car's stalled. Grandpa here will want your bike.
Kind of with my life, young feller. Hey, throw some fog down here. All right, got it. Go.
A bike-stealing ring and the Plus 4 squad is on the trail.
Then why would they steal Flash, our dog?
Your dog might actually be a big help in finding them.
Huh? What's wrong, Flash? Hey!
We're not gonna lose the trail this time.
Yes, sirree, folks. Here's excitement adventures on your way. It's on New Action on the Go show every Saturday.
Hi, I'm Randolph Mandrew. I'm Kevin Tye. We're usually in uniform when you see us around a fire station. We're going to take you into the real world of firemen paramedics in the Los Angeles County Fire Department.
That's tomorrow. Later this season, the Go camera will take you down the whitewater in a raft with John Voight, into a martial arts dojo for all the answers about karate with Art Fleming, and onto the snowy ski slopes of Utah for one thrilling moment after another. And Go shares with you the world of Stephen, a Navajo Indian boy. Then takes you thousands of miles away on a sailing ship in the Caribbean. Go's new season even shows you how the Pink Panther is made. And find out why it takes more than a fast car to win the Grand Prix. Watch Go at the zoo. And don't miss riding the Cyclone at Coney Island with Go. Some season, some show. That's Go.
Hey, this is the kind of stuff that was on when I was a kid, back in the day.
You almost got Johnny, Sigmund and his monster family. Now meet their magical genie named Sheldon of the Sea.
Hello, world! You are my master. Your word is my command.
Okay, I need another mix right.
Fantastic! The genie of them all. You have a name? Just call me Sheldon. Tell me a wish. What fantastic feat of magic shall I perform? Well, it's the little rod. Grab 'em. I just wish you guys weren't so big.
big. Oh, what happened, Bob? Hey, what's happening?
Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock with the crew of the Enterprise set out on a new adventure to the furthest part of the skies.
Bridge to sickbay. Emergency.
Spock is contracted the disease. It's fatal to Vulcans. Are you sure? If we don't have that drug in 20 hours, he'll die.
What would these drugs be worth to you if we had them?
We require you to submit to search as per Babel Resolution A12. Reply.
We have no Federation cargo aboard.
Bones, how much time?
Less than an hour, Jim.
Spock doesn't have a chance.
Atlas, the Pink Panther, and the Addams Family. Together with the Jetsons, then there's no doubt you'll agree. It's the Saturday celebration starting tomorrow on NBC. Now on with the circus. The circus is everywhere for those who care to see. Not just today, but every day the circus is in town. Make no mistake, the lady has more makeup than a clown. The circus, what's more to boot, it's absolutely free. You don't have to rent a big circus tent, or lions, or tigers, or giraffes. 'Cause life is a circus, a three-ring circus, and twice as many laughs. The circus, oh the circus, it's always there no matter where you are. The traffic light is red, alright, but you do as you please. 'Cause you're more daring than the man who flies the high trapeze. The circus, oh the circus, it's all for jokes and we're the folks who start. So next time you pass a large looking glass, just look at the funny photographs. 'Cause life is a circus, a three-ring circus, and twice as many. Here they come, to the boom of the big bass drum. Here they come, barely make you tingle on the tongue. If you see yourself, don't be afraid. Here they come, they're on parade. As our circus ends, remind all your friends, the shows on NBC are out of sight. On Saturday morning, tomorrow morning. Till then, we say good
Well, I hope y'all enjoyed a look back to my childhood. A look back to the stuff I watched when I was a little kid. That was deep, wasn't it? What y'all think? Let me know in the comments below if you're watching this on the replay. I think I'm going to have to play a song and relax for a minute before I throw something else on. Whew. It's just a matter of what to play. I know just what to play. Chill out with my friends at Islam Efa as they provide a little chill music before I start showing some videos from all the people that I like. I'm going to do some shout outs and all that cool stuff coming up shortly. I thank everybody for joining me for the main part of the show. And that's where I show the old cool good stuff. I'll come up with some really good stuff for next time. Maybe I'll find something more speed buggy if that's a damn vampire. Because last week I had Bigfoot and Wild Boy versus the vampires. And I apologize for that stream. The camera work wasn't so great. So I changed everything up. Did things different so I could show a better picture and everything. I hope it made a difference. Let me know. in the comments below if you saw last week's show and think this one's a little bit more clear and a little bit more easier to see. Assalam Alpha, one of my friends who has a channel and they do music, and they've kindly said I could use any of their music I wanted to. Thank you, Assalam Alpha. Sit back, relax, get you a good old bowl and a mixed drink.
And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying back just to get it all out once in my head. And then I feel it a little bit cooler. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get really hot and I scream from out of my lungs, what's going on? And I say,
I love them guys, and I do appreciate them because they are some of the few people that's actually said, "Hey, you can use my music if you want to," and I do appreciate stuff like that. I really do. And I don't know if y'all familiar with another good friend of mine from the Good Stuff community, and that's kind of the shout outs I'm doing tonight. I'm keeping it light. I'm not going to do no shout outs for the cryptid stuff or nothing like that tonight, except maybe Paranormal Highway later on. Um, Join me Saturday night, and I'm going to show Bigfoot Michigan Rob talking about a monster. I'm going to probably show some Iron Dogger video. I'm going to show some other cool Bigfoot channels that said I could use some of their stuff. And we'll talk about cryptids and Bigfoot and monsters and all that stuff on Saturday night. But we're going to keep it light here tonight. We're talking about classic TV shows from the 70s. We're talking Saturday morning stuff, and we're kind of trying to enjoy tonight and drink a mixed drink, get real high like in that song we just heard, you know. And this is my friend Thrash Pondo Pons.
Thrash Pondo here with another one of my wretched recaps. And today's is going to be a surprise. Ready for the reveal? Yes, it's a Doctor Who comic from way back in the late, great 70s. Today's is going to be Doctor Who versus the Brain Trust. Get it? The Brain Trust. Brain Trust, in brain we trust. Brain and brain, what is brain? I think I've beat this to death long enough, and I'm now going to go into the action. So first things last, I shall turn the page, and oh look, we see a dystopian city. One where all the people have to dress alike and not show emotion. Can you say, thank you, Mr. Orwell? And lo and behold, just by some astonishing coincidence, the Doctor shows up into this futuristic dystopia. Well, I say Doctor Who, he looks more like a demonically possessed Tom Jones, but that's just me. And he witnesses a rebel in this futuristic city, and guess what the rebel's source of rebellion is? That's right, he's showing emotion. And what do? They throw him off the side of the city, where of course he can display some serious emotion there. Anyway, the Doctor walks into this breakfast nook of this dystopian couple, and they're having some type of bizarre, unemotional breakfast conversation, and he notices, oh, look, they're eating from tubes. Boy, they're really phoning in the whole dystopian era here. But apparently that food has got to be substantial on some level, because the Doctor appears to have put on 30 pounds since we saw him last. And, oh, look, some advertisements. I wonder if there's anything here about weight loss. There was always bodybuilding here somewhere. Oh, there's one. Oh, but the big thing here is talk to the birds. That could come in handy. It's for the birds, if you ask me. Moving forward. So the Doctor tries to communicate with him. He doesn't have much luck. And, oh, look, they're going to kill the husband because he has some heart defect. And this causes the woman to go hysterical and shed a simple tear. So what do? They fry her brain. Doctor's sufficiently horrified by this, causing him to, oh, look, get arrested by the emotion police, or whatever they bother to call them in this dystopian comic. And they take him in to execute him. And while they're doing so, they bring him to a place of execution and execute someone who very conveniently was there ahead of him. This buys him some time. And while he's arguing with these folks, trying to convince them to not execute him, we see this futuristic Mole, Larry, and Curly, who launch a daring escape plan. And they wear what is possibly the most ridiculous flight suits in recorded history. The wings are basically drawers from a filing cabinet, and they wear these old-style record players with little propellers on the top. Why not? And they go in, and they're not there to rescue the Doctor. They were there to rescue the guy who was just executed before him, but doesn't say to themselves, oh, why don't we just rescue this guy while we're here, so it's not a total loss. And they strap him to one of these flying photographs, and lo and behold, it works. Oh, and hey, look, an advertisement. This one here is for Bubble Yum. Does not have the Flavor Fiend. Those are all my favorite. If the Flavor Fiend will hunt you, don't you worry. Apparently, he wanted more money. But I miss Bubble Yum back when I had teeth I could chew with. But that's another story. So anyway, the doctor escapes, and he's taken to the source of the rebellion. And oh, here's the Brain Trust trying to come up with, more advertisements to get vintage comic books. When the comic books start advertising other comic books, that's when you know they're really scraping the sides of the barrel. Oh, but look, the Brain Trust is back, and they're like, we have to get rid of this doctor person. Make that top on your list. And while the doctor's hanging out in the secret hideout of the rebellion, he does something no one's ever seen before. He laughs. And lo and behold, this somehow makes him the prophet for this emotion rebellion. And oh, look, you see, it was foretold that yada yada. Yeah, we've seen this before. It's the whole, you're the Christ-like figure. And here we see more advertisements, because again, towards the end here, and they really need to cram in as many as they can. And oh, hey, lo and behold, there's this guy comes riding in, and he's riding what looks to be a monster from a Doug McClure movie. You remember Doug McClure? You've probably seen him in films like At the Earth's Core and At the Earth's Core, among others. And this guy, he has a secret weapon. It's a really ugly bug that supposedly eats everything. And he doesn't have just the one, he's got a whole mess of them. Gee, that might help. I could also see, might somehow go wrong, but we'll just leave that to see what happens here. And here we see Tom Baker. Well, he really looks more like a demonically possessed Marty Allen, but again, what do I know? And lo and behold, just as they're being attacked by the onslaught of the enemy forces, something goes awry, and sure enough, all the little buggy wugs get loose, and they go to eat our beloved doctor. Now, if you were watching this in a show, this is where they would go, because that's where the action ends. So we never really find out what happened. We get some great ads here for She-Hulk and some other superhero comics. And then we have this last little blurb here about the night of the werewolf, as opposed to those daytime werewolves. This guy is a werewolf, and he's stuck in traffic because, lo and behold, this truck jackknife releasing a real wolf, actually real wolves. There was 5 of them, and even more importantly, they were rabid wolves. Why you were trucking rabid wolves through the interstate is still beyond me. But this guy decides that the best way to fight a wolf of rabies is with a werewolf. So he goes out, and there were these ladies just sort of wandering in the forest, which are about to be attacked by these werewolves, and he springs into action just in time for another Spider-Man Hostess Cake comic, and lo and behold, someone's kidnapping some kid, and they thwart the kidnappers by eating Hostess Cakes, because, well, why not? So anyway, Werewolf Dude figures all I have to do is take out the lead wolf, the alpha male, which I don't know if rabid wolves pack. I don't know if they have that type of mental capacity, but what do I know? Anyway, the plan works just in time for the authorities to show up and capture the rabid wolves, although they also capture our hero, the Night Wolf. The plot thickens. But he escapes, and they say, well, gee, one of the wolves got away, the one that was standing upright and wearing clothes. And the guy, the truck driver's like, I don't recall one of those. Yeah, you know, the 6th wolf. And he goes, but wait, I only had 5 wolves. It is a perplexing mystery. And off they go. And oh, look, here's one of those ads for those toy soldiers. Only they're back to doing D-Day. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys tonight. Hopefully I'll have a better comment for next time, or a worse one with some better commentary. Anyway, be good, be careful, be safe. To any of you living in the Northeast, or pretty much anywhere along the East Coast, be prepared for this upcoming storm. It is a doozy. I'm already stockpiling, well, everything. Anyway, that's all for me. Have a great weekend. I'm looking to see you all again very, 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 very soon.
And that's my friend Thrash Pondo Pons. You'll find his link in the chat. And I don't know if anybody's aware of the fact. Does anybody out there listening to me now know who Fred Ward is? Does anybody know who Fred Ward is? Fred Ward was one of the guys that played in Tremors. Now, I'm not going to play the whole thing for you because it was really long, but my friend Dave Sunstorm covered this when Fred Ward has passed away, and I'm going to key him up and let Dave sit back and tell you about the passing of Fred Ward as we bow our heads here at Daily Dan's The Good Stuff. I just want to say, because this show is kind of like what's going to be coming up when I do live streams on Daily Dan The Good Stuff when I reach a certain number of subscribers, which I'll drop that link in the chat, hint, hint. And when I get to a certain number of subscribers, I'll do a little live show on the good stuff where I play the good stuff and talk about the good stuff like my friend Dave. But until I reach a certain number of subscribers, I kind of have to do this kind of show on this channel. I hope you understand. So this is my friend Dave Sunstorm, and I'll drop his link in the chat shortly. Oh, wait a minute. His link's already in the chat. Be sure to check out Dave. And he's going to tell us about the untimely passing of Tremors star Fred Ward. Okay.
Hey folks, difficult news today. I am just learning about the passing of actor Fred Ward. He has been in so many movies that I've really loved, that were really, just fun films, fun popcorn type films that I really, really enjoyed growing up. And so I thought, you know what we could do? We could take the next, however long people still want to visit about Fred and remember Fred. We could take a little time and talk about the actor and the legacy, his work that he's left behind. So first, let me just kind of cover the details that we know right now. And let me go over to CNN for that. There we go. So the headline that just broke a couple of hours ago is that Fred Ward, and they attribute Fred Ward, the actor who was in The Right Stuff and Shortcuts, both fine movies, but not the movies that I loved, dead at 79. The details are right now kind of sketchy. They're not saying a lot other than he died on May 8th. So this is a while ago. We're the 13th, 5 days ago, and no cause of death is being provided right now. So, and then they go in and talk about some of his movies that he was in. First major role was in Escape from Alcatraz with Clint Eastwood. Of course, he was in The Right Stuff. But you know what? I'd love to talk about the movies that were most important to me, and I'd love to get your comments as well in terms of your memories. What was most important to you? One other thing that's important to say is that he is survived by his wife, Marie Frances Ward, and his son. So let me go ahead and put some comments on screen, and then I'll talk a little bit about my memories. So I'm going to go ahead and right now we'll take that. That's a great picture of Fred, though. I'm going to go ahead and take it off screen. That's from a movie called Henry and June. Saw it once. Again, not my favorite Fred Ward movie, but I know he got critical accolades for that film. So let's go full screen for a minute here. And later on, we'll go over to Twitter and see what Twitter's saying as well. But right now, I want to go ahead and highlight what you guys are saying. Joe Anderson, prayers for Fred and his family. Mark Burchett says Remo Williams. Steve Keys says rest in peace, Fred. McGanahan Sky Jelly Fetty says Fred Ward was born the same exact day as my dad. How about that? Justin says Tremors and Southern Comfort. My heart hurts today. Mr. Williams says rest in peace, Fred. Dodge Old School, there we go. Dodge Old School 1972 says rest in peace, Fred Ward. Joe Kelly says Remo Williams, based on the Destroyer series, absolutely, that long-running paperback series, had over 100 different installments. I did not know that. Thanks for sharing that, Joe. Simmons Project Presents, rest in peace. Mark Burchett, rest in peace. Yes, The Right Stuff, Thrash Pondo Ponds, my guest on last night's live stream, and Cast a Deadly Spell. Skip Rock Jr. says, I know Fred from Naked Gun 33 and a Third, The Final Insult, and Joe Dirt. Corky Duke says, Escape from Alcatraz of Thunderheart. More rest in peace for Fred. Paul Vincent says, oh no, not Fred Ward. And the Celebrity Juicer points out that, yeah, he was in The Right Stuff. Mark Burchett mentions Tremors. More rest in peace. Great comments, one and all. So let me share a few of my thoughts real quick here. So the movie that I first remember Fred Ward in was a 1982 film. I don't know if anyone else, no one's mentioned it yet, but I don't know if anyone else has seen this movie. It was co-written by Michael Nesmith, he of the Monkees, right? And all the music in this movie was composed by Michael Nesmith as well. And so I was all in just because of that. But this movie's a time travel movie, and I love time travel movies. If you get a chance to see Time Rider, I would highly recommend it. Now, I think probably the next movie that I remember him in was this thing, Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins. It's already been mentioned that this movie was based on the Destroyer novel series, and as has already been mentioned, over 100 different books. I was hopeful. I was extremely hopeful that we were going to see a Remo Williams movie series, but what we got instead was just one fun flick that played on HBO all the time in the late 80s, and that's really where I developed a love for it. I have a friend, Scott Barnes, who lists that as one of his top 5 films of all time. So, and then another fun B movie, kind of like Remo Williams, was this thing, Tremors, with Kevin Bacon. And just, this was a fun movie, so well made, and Fred was so darn good in it. Now, I know we could talk about The Right Stuff, and we can talk about Shortcuts, and we can talk about Henry and June, but those 3 movies, those are the 3 movies that made Fred Ward a special actor for me. So again, for folks that are arriving a bit late, Fred, we have received an announcement, and I can go ahead and share the CNN screen again. You know what I'd do? Actually, I'll go over to Twitter. Let's share the Twitter screen. And there we go. That Fred Ward has died at the age of 79. This is, I'm sharing right now, Variety's tweet. They have confirmed this as well. It's coming from his publicist. The interesting thing is that there are no details around his death right now, and maybe we don't need those details, but they're also saying that he actually passed away about 5 days ago, on the 8th. So, scrolling through here, it looks like we're getting the basics. Oh, my friend Lydia Cornell. You guys remember her from Too Close for Comfort? Let me go ahead and let's zoom this up a little bit so we can all see it. Lydia Cornell says, rest in peace, Fred Ward, a great character actor or journeyman actor who possessed my favorite quality, humility. He didn't seem to have a puffed up ego. He will be missed.
Yes, Dave Sunstorm telling us about the passing of Fred Ward. And I've had about all that I can take because that's a real bummer. I need something to cheer me up now. Let's see if I can find something really quick over here. I know what to do. I seen a good friend of mine in the chat earlier. And his name was Corey, and he does a channel called Corey's Comedy Channel. So I'm just going to pick one of his really cool videos, and I'm going through them right now as a matter of fact. Looking for something super dingy, dumb clean jokes. I bet Colin Jesse's list, my little buddy in the chat, will really like this. He likes the comedy stuff.
Hey guys, Corey's Comedy Channel. We're out here in the backyard. The neighbors think I'm crazy, so we gotta keep a low profile. You're gonna hear all kinds of things: AC units, helicopters, airplanes, cars driving by, probably some barking dogs. But we got some dingy jokes for you. 6 dingy jokes coming up.
And you'll find his link in the chat. Won't you drop it now, man?
Okay, joke number one. You know I used to housebreak elephants? Yeah, I've handled some pretty big jobs in my day. Hey guys, there's a new book out in the bookstore. It's on reverse psychology. It's called Don't Buy It. Here's one for you guys. I've been drinking a lot of water lately. I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah, I've been finding myself drinking a lot of water lately. I'm an alcoholic.
Okay, here's one for you. What do you call a fly that dies? A flu. Okay, here's another one for you. How do you say goodbye to a room full of vampires? So long, suckers. Well, what did the Headless Horseman say when he left the party? I'll be heading off now.
Okay, guys, it's time for the shout out. Let's give a big shout out to Latin Moon. If you love nature, you love the moon, you love beautiful skies, I'm going to highly recommend you go check out Latin Moon. This gal, she's very innovative, she's highly creative, and she's got some amazing videos.
If you want to drop Latin Moon's link in the chat, feel free. Whoever the blue hell that is.
What do you call a 40-foot monster with teeth? Sir? I don't know if you know this, my brother is the president of the Time Travel Club. Yeah, the next meeting is last Tuesday.
That's good stuff, man. You belong on our channel with the good stuff, guys, for sure. I found that so amusing. And I haven't seen a lot of your videos. I'm still going back in time and watching them. This is some funny stuff, man. It really is. What is a puzzling mystery? Can you solve this? Well, I'm fascinated now because I love a puzzling mystery. There's another like for you, buddy. I haven't seen this myself.
And in order to be accepted into this club, I have to solve a riddle. I mean, who's running this thing? What do you got to do to get in this club?
Everybody should subscribe to Corey.
Yeah, I've been here for like 2 hours waiting for you. I'm at the hotel. When did you guys install a password? When the moon is full, the tide is high? Yeah. Okay, well, I don't know. I've just been sitting here. I mean, hey, we're burning daylight, 2 hours. Yeah, they all know I'm in a club called the Secret Six, and it's so secretive, I don't even know who the other 5 people are. Driving me crazy. I don't know who's running this operation. And I got an email here last night. I was supposed to come to the hotel. I'm not going to tell you what hotel it is, but I was supposed to wait for further instruction. Yeah, apparently I've been accepted into level 12, which is another club. They're going to give me the name of it.
As long as it don't turn out to be Ian's house.
So, do you know what level 12 is?
Later, look 'em, spook 'em.
Okay, he's got. So you got somebody that's gonna bring me an envelope?
in this envelope is a riddle, and when I solve the riddle, I get accepted into the club. You what? You're sending somebody by? Messenger? Who is it? You're sending the wizard? How does he doesn't even know where I am. You guys tap my phone line? You guys tap my phone? You can see me? Hang on a second. What is that?
Okay, can you solve the riddle? Lou had it first. Paul had it last. Girls had it once. Boys never had it. Old Lady Sullivan had it twice in the same place until she married Pat Murphy, and she never had it again. What is it?
Okay, yeah, I figured it out. So I went and picked it up. I got it. Yeah, okay, so I solved it. Yeah, it's the letter L.
Ha ha, fuck. Oh, man. Aren't you high for that?
Here's the message. Cipher the riddle. Walk along the path and follow right over the river. You'll see a casino on the left. Take the red escalator up, and you'll know where to go. Good luck. The wizard.
I'm back here at the hotel. Let's find out what this is. Okay, so let's see what this is.
Congratulations. Welcome to the Thesaurus Club. The Thesaurus Club rule number one. We don't chat, we don't speak, we don't converse, we don't utter, we don't mention, we don't communicate, we don't tell, we don't say or express anything about the Thesaurus Club. Thank you for your cooperation, the wizard.
Yes, I understand the first rule of the Thesaurus Club. We don't converse, we don't speak, we don't communicate, we don't talk, we don't express, we don't talk about nothing about the Thesaurus Club. I get that. Yeah, welcome to the club. I'd like to join a club and beat you over the head with it.
That was great, man. That was hilarious. Well done, my friend. And that's Corey's Comedy Channel. You'll find his link in the chat. Be sure to check him out. Well, I would like to play something by him, but I haven't talked to him yet, so what I need to find is my friend Ian. I'm looking for his channel now. And that's Ian at Retro Serial. And sadly to say, my friend Ian, his wife passed away recently. And that was some real tragic news, but I'm not going to bring everything down talking about that much, except to say that I'm sure he would appreciate it if you went over and gave Ian a subscribe at Retro Serial. He's going through a rough time right now, and he needs all the support he can get. And his channel does mean a lot to him. And I'm going to, hopefully, hook you up with some Retro Serial. And I'll be sure to put that link in the chat. As he talks about some heavy metal memories, that's some cool stuff.
Hey everyone, I'm Ian C. and you're watching Retro Serial. Whether you liked Iron Maiden or Poison, whether you preferred tough leather or glam, whether you disliked it all, heavy metal was part of growing up Generation X. Today we are going to be talking about 3 features or 3 traits that kind of bind all types of heavy metal together. But before we do that, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our favorite social media. If you're interested in one of these things are available, please hit that bell notification, and that will let you know when the next episode of Retro Serial is out, so you don't miss a single episode. And those are free for you to do, but if you want to support the channel in a more financial way, there are a couple ways you can do that. You can visit our Patreon page, where you will find 2 levels of support. The first level of support is the Cornflake Club. It's just at $3 a month. It says, hey, we like what you're doing, please keep it up. But the other level of support is the Honeycomb Hideout, and it's $5 a month, and you get all videos, most all videos, and most all podcasts at least 1 day in advance. At least advanced enough that you can say, hey, I saw it before everybody else did. And perhaps you're not willing to make a monthly financial donation, but you want to give one time. Well, you can do so over Venmo at Singularity_production. All of that will be listed in the comments section below. Now, let's get to our 3 traits. First, let me say that I approach this somewhat cautiously. Heavy metal represents a wide range of music. We have bands ranging from Metallica to Faster Pussycat. And finding 3 traits that bind them all together is, well, nearly impossible. There will always be bands that don't fit the bill. That said, I did my best to find 3 characteristics or 3 features that are nearly universal in heavy metal. And here they are. The first feature is that heavy metal is theatrical. What I mean by this is heavy metal likes to put on a show. Whether or not you see a Harley riding across stage or you have a spinning drum kit, heavy metal likes to present itself with theatrics. And this seems to be true of all subgenres of heavy metal. Whether you're talking about a real aggressive band like Iron Maiden or a more poppy band like Dokken, each one of them seem to want to put on a good show and be very theatrical. Another thing to keep in mind is that while heavy metal and its theatrics started well before MTV, MTV really seemed to push it or more or less shove it in that direction. I mean, after all, if you're going to put on a visually appealing show, if you're going to be visually appealing to a visually appealing audience, you better be visually appealing. This means bigger hair, at least in some cases. This means louder clothes, at least in some cases. But it certainly means a grander set. What's your favorite theatrics of heavy metal? I'd like to hear it. List it in the comments section below. The second feature is musicianship. What I mean by this is that heavy metal tends to be technical in its musical composition and desires to be technically good. It's not sloppy musically. There's an overwhelming desire to be accurate in its sound. Now, I want to say that there are a few bands that don't fit this bill live. We all know that there are bands that when you watch them live, they actually kind of suck. But when you look at those bands' albums, their studio albums, they're actually technically good.
And I think this can be best seen in all the instruments, including the vocals. You are looking for precision in your ability to sing in the lead singer. You're looking for precision in the lead guitarist to pull off those crazy and amazing licks. And you're looking for precision in the bass and drum to kind of carry the song. So it seems to be very musically, technically oriented, as opposed to, say, the punk rock movement or even the grunge movement, which wasn't. It was more based around sloppiness. So these people tended to be musically technicians. All right, so what's your favorite musical, technical part of heavy metal? Let me know in the comments section below. And finally, it's excessive. What I mean by excessive is best displayed in its lyrical content and its musicianship, and finally in its attitude. Let me start with lyrics. In heavy metal, there seems to be two types of songs, generally. There are always going to be exceptions to this rule. But the first type of song really goes back to our first point about theatrics. It tells a story. One might think of 18 in Life, for example, where you have the story of an 18-year-old who shoots his best friend and has to spend the rest of his life in jail. That's one type of song that you find in heavy metal. However, there are other types of songs as well. Songs like Girls, 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 and Nothing But a Good Time, etc., etc. These really are songs about the excessive lifestyle of a partier person, of a rock star in particular, and a partier person in general. It's all about the best. It's all about the best party, the best girls, the best wine, the best drugs. So it's excessive in that
Yes,
way, but it's
all the things I like.
there. It's also excessive in its musical exercise. What I mean by this is, and this can best be seen in the guitarist and in the singer. Can the guitarist be faster, play it better than the guy before him? Can the singer sustain those high notes longer and with more melody and higher than the person before him or the person in the other band? It seemed to be excessive, and all this kind of works together toward the attitude. The general attitude in heavy metal is to be the best. It's excessive. Whether or not you're talking about the more heavier leather side of heavy metal or the more glam side of heavy metal, the leather's got to be really leather. If you got one spike on there, put a bunch of spikes on there. If you've got, on the glam side, a little bit of hair up, well, put a lot of it up. If you got a little bit of makeup on, well, put a lot of makeup on. It tends towards excessiveness, which, in my opinion, was unfortunately its downfall, because the music got lost in it, and it really tended to be more about the excessiveness of it rather than whether or not they were producing good songs. At least that was part of the puzzle as to why heavy metal took kind of a downturn in the 90s as grunge rose to prominence. Well, that's my list of 3 traits or 3 characteristics of heavy metal. Where did you agree with me? Where did you disagree with me? Was there any characteristic that you felt that I left out that I should have included? Let me know in the comment section below. And please, as always, if you like this video, or even if you hated this video, please don't forget to like it, subscribe to my channel, comment in the comment section below, and share it on your favorite social media. Those 3 things right there mean the world to me. If you want to know when these things are available, hit the bell notification. See our Patreon if you want to donate to us, or our Venmo if you want to donate to us. I want to thank you so much for watching. I'm ENC. You've been watching Retro Serial. Stay safe and stay retro, everyone.
That's my friend ENC at Retro Serial. As I said before, I kind of feel sad for him because his wife just passed away. I put his link in the chat, and if you want to show some love, everybody please give that fella a subscribe. What do you say? We chill out again. Relax on back and play another song. It's getting ready to wind down here on the Danny Staton channel, and I appreciate everybody for coming by and joining me tonight. And we'll bring up Salam Alpha again and let them play us another song while we relax back and chill. With my good friends at Salam Alpha, you'll find their link in the chat. Thank you for providing music for my live streams. Got me thinking about 80s metal they did. Yeah, he did. So I gotta play some. Kinda. Well, almost. Didn't that video make y'all want to hear some 80s metal kind of music real quick? It had that effect on me listening to No ENC talking about all that good stuff from back in the day, you know, sex, drugs, and heavy metal. All the things I loved in the 80s. Moxley! Is that the real Moxley? I thought I already made you a mod. Yeah, nice try, whoever you are. Thank you, Salam Alpha, for providing the music for the Danny Staten show here and the Show and Grow, and for the 13 o'clock live on the Daily Dan blog. Be sure to check that out. You might find it somewhat interesting. And I'm kind of lost right now on where to go next because there's so many shows I'd like to show, like my friend Brendan Tino's channel. He has some classic good stuff. And I also got another friend named Minty at Minty Comic Arts. But once again, I've asked these guys over and over, hey, can I show some of your stuff? And these fuckers won't even get back to me. They won't even tell me to go blow myself. They won't tell me F you. They won't say nothing to Daily Dan. They won't let me know if they can show their stuff or not. And I don't want to show their stuff and make them mad and get one of them, what do you call it, copyright destruction things, where they come and crash you and trash you. So I kind of got to stick with the guys that I know. I call the good stuff guys and the Bigfoot guys who are my friends. And since I'm not really doing Bigfoot and monster stuff tonight, that leaves me stressed at some stuff to show. It really does. So I'm going to remember Irwin Allen right now. You know, Irwin Allen, since I kind of did 70s stuff and 70s shows tonight, Irwin Allen made classic TV shows in the 70s. And I'm going to bring my friend Pat McCormack. You'll find his link in the chat
Fellow classic TV fans,
to tell you about it.
of the late great Irwin Allen, who was born in 1960. With big screen productions like Earthquake, The Towering Inferno, and, of course, The Poseidon Adventure, it's easy to see how he got his reputation as the master of disaster. But it was his contributions to classic television that remain some of his best. We're talking Land of the Giants, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, The Time Tunnel, and, of course, Lost in Space. As a sign of his genius, he took sci-fi adventure and created a prime-time experience suitable for all ages. With a renowned reputation for penny pinching, no pun intended, it is ironic that most of his shows were canceled due to his budgetary demands. So although he did recycle a few characters and creatures, he arguably did not want to compromise on quality. So here's wishing the iconic filmmaker Irwin Allen a very heavenly happy birthday.
You know, that's one thing about past videos. They're not real long. Each one of them goes about a minute and 30 seconds. And, well, he talks about the stuff I like, them old TV shows
Greetings, fellow
from back in the day.
Running on ABC from 1963 to 65 for 49 episodes, The Outer Limits had impressive effects for its time, and some of its creatures were truly scary. This was demonstrated in many episodes like the Galaxy Being, the Sixth Finger, and the Keeper of the Purple Twilight. But the creature that gave me nightmares was in the third episode called The Architects of Fear. The great Robert Culp played a member of an elite group of doctors and scientists. In their attempt to scare mankind into uniting, he undergoes a series of slow and creepy operations, transforming him into a hideous alien monster. The Outer Limits effects team, Project Unlimited, created a truly frightening bear for this episode. The bear was the nickname that they used for all their creatures, and this one was so effective that some of the stations actually blacked it out during the original airing. Becoming their own architects of fear, this loosely knit effects group did so well that they actually scared some of their own ABC affiliates.
Yeah, I love his stuff. It's so cool. Be sure to check out Pat McCormack at the Golden Rage of TV. You'll find that link in the chat. Yeah, you said something there, my flock. And my flock, Sarah, I will probably show some of your stuff on my Saturday night show. He was talking about the guy, his name's Minty. He does Minty Comic Arts. And it's one of the best channels you can find for the classic good stuff and movie trivia. I can't really show Minty's stuff though because I have not talked to him, unfortunately. Like I said, I sent him some messages and he has not got back to me. But I think I might be able to show
New Quaker puffed granola.
a second or something of what he looks like anyway. Maybe some audio from Minty.
In 1980, the Star Wars magic was back with the release of the second Star Wars movie.
He's got that great Australian voice, and you know how I feel about Australians.
Ghost of Obi. What a colossal failure the whole thing.
Hold on, I'm looking for a picture of Minty herself. Come on, Minty, show your ass. I can show a still though, and this is my friend Minty at Minty Comic Arts. Be sure to check out Minty. You know, I'm gonna put Minty's link in the chat. Me and him have been friends for a long time. I can't believe he hadn't got back to me yet. I was around when he had 800 subscribers, and now he's got like so many subscribers. It's unbelievable. Yeah, unbelievable is a good word for it. I don't know for sure. I think he might be up in the hundreds of thousands and stuff. And I saw my good friend King L. Moxley. And I'm checking something real quick. And I didn't see your other channel. You may be telling the truth. I hated that your channel got took down, my good friend Moxley. I really do. That was a good channel. A good gaming channel. I got to go back in time real quick. Excuse me. In case you're wondering, I'm trying to find the first one. I'm looking for the damn first one. You ought to put these on a fucking playlist. Oh yeah, 500 fucking songs. I can't believe he hadn't got a playlist with these. Oh, there we go. I found one. Oh, and he put the premieres in there. How cool. We're going to play a... You see, that's just the problem, man. I want to play one of these cartoons by the Paranormal Highway. And it's giving me heck. Looking for it. And I'm being attacked by a giant freaking mosquito sitting outside. I guess that goes with the territory, huh? When you're sitting outside at night, trying to play a few videos for your friends, you're going to get attacked by giant-ass mosquitoes and bugs and everything else. Yeah, my friend Eric over at the Paranormal Highway, he's been putting together these cartoons. And they're really great. They are. And I would love to show you one. But I want to show the first one again, because I usually just show the first one. Because there's like, I think he's up to episode 5 now. And the 5th one really is going to be awesome. But I'm going to show a different video by Eric from, I don't want to show that. I'm getting grumpy over here. I should have just showed another Pat McCormick video instead of having to look through this whole list. Journey into the Paranormal. I found it! The cartoon from Paranormal Highway. It took me a while, I'm sorry.
Hey, sorry I'm late, man. The Bigfoot casts were taking forever to dry out. No problem, dude. I know there's a shortcut on a Paranormal Highway road. Oh, awesome. I have so much to talk about. Oh, I bet you do. Eric, there's this gator that has 2 toes. He's 24 feet long. His name is Tom. He's a... Dude, shut up. There's Bigfoot out there. Let's go talk to him, man. Come on, let's go. Take it slow, man. Be easy.
I love this stuff.
Hey, we want you for the show. We want to show people that you exist. Hey, and we have jerky, too. So, Barry, what brings you out of the woods? Where are you from, man? Coming from Boggy Creek. Oh, man, you're far from there, dude. Oh, there was a unicorn out there. I'm not even kidding. Holy crap, there's a unicorn in front of me. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Oh, my God. Will somebody please drop Paranormal Highway's link in the chat?
Magical powers. Hey, Barry, you were right about about that unicorn. Know anything else about the mythical woods?
Yeah, man, that's Medusa. Do not look in her eyes. She will turn you to stone.
Eric, be careful.
Hey, Medusa, we're doing a live show on the Paranormal Highway Show. I want to show the world that you exist. How about it?
Oh man, what's this happening?
Apparently my phone decided not to drop links.
Hey guys, I love the show, man. I want you guys to hang out. In fact, I want to play you guys on my planet.
Oh, wow. I can't wait to check out your planet. You got girls there?
Hey guys, you're gonna have a great time on my planet. We're gonna blow some things up.
What's there to do? What's there to drink?
Lots of smoke, lots of drinks. Don't worry about that.
What's that red light? What's in front of us? Are those meteorites? Oh, no!
Don't worry about this. He's got this.
Take cover!
I'm so not that bad. You guys are just freaking out for no reason. No worries, man. No worries. Easy. This is not a problem, man. This happens every day. Hey guys, I'm happy you're here. I want you to introduce you to this guy. His name is Orko. He's gonna be the one torturing you while you're here. Now, by the way, we have another mission.
And you can find several parts to that cartoon on the Paranormal Highway channel, which the link is in the chat. Well, it's come to that time. I guess it's about time for a Daddy Dan to call it a night. I appreciate everybody for joining me. It's been a great show, I think. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm going to close out with a song. Let me see what I can find real quick. I played them quite a bit. Hold on, let me see if I can find something a little different. Yeah, I always find something really cool. I'm going to close out with this song and just play the song. And dedicate this song to my friend Sarah. My flock is everywhere. Thanks for being such a good friend. Thanks for having me on your live stream. And be sure to join me Saturday night for 13 o'clock live, and I'll play one or two of your videos or something. Be sure to send me what you want me to play in the meantime. And this song's for you, sweetie. Good night, all.